which may potentially trigger seizures for people. Good. Get him out of here. Get him out of here! I just realized my blinds are open. The cinematic effects of my studio, my professional big working studio, have been thwarted. Hello everybody and hi, my name is Kieran and welcome to Incident at Grove Lake. I don't know if I've played this before because I was editing for another YouTube channel for almost a year. So there's a lot of games that he played that I didn't play but are in my mind as if I did play them. Worst case, you're gonna have to be subjected to my hilarious comedy stylings twice. Let's go.
Repent of your sins and turn to God, for the kingdom of heaven is near.
Boy, I've been repenting. You ain't gotta tell me twice now. You ain't gotta tell me twice now. I feel like it's a very easy checkpoint to circumvent. Or at least overtake, or... Like, I get there's cameras, but you can just speed through or, like, go on the dirt around the fence. It's kind of weird that you would even take the road at all. Unless you had, like, a Civ car like that. That's not a 2001 Toyota Corolla. That's not the sexy beast that I have working for me. That's not my machine. What are you scanning? What are you scanning? Don't scan me. I don't want to be scanned. Whose host are you planting? Target position. Live footage. You don't own me! You don't want to see what I do in my spare time. You don't want to know my life behind screens. Click. Appreciate you taking my call. Let's get this straight. You got out? Unnoticed? Medical discharge. They think I have kidney stones. Yeah, not so smart as they think it is for, huh? Well, I mean, I do have stones, but they didn't come from inside. I rammed them down. Kind of like, you know, like when you're loading a musket and you put the ball and you just go... So there are stones in there. Smarter than you know. So can we meet? Sure. Let's make it a public place. Remember, I don't have a lot of time. Neither do I. Let's say the diner on... Works for me. I'll bring what I found. Good. I'll see you soon. Remember what I risked for this. I remember. Well, I'm not privy. I'm not privy for your info. Babe. Somewhere north of Nevada. There's a lot of disagreement over how to pronounce that word. I've chosen... It looks gross, having this dangling. I don't like it. The headphones work really well still. They're fine. They just look bad. Here's some duct tape. Hey, yo! You selling headphones? They're like phones before your head. People these days, so rude. So unconversational. It's like all those young whippersnappers just stay in a room all day, you know, recording YouTube videos and editing. Gosh, what losers they am. You know what I mean? Hey, don't speed walk away from me. I can't run any faster. Hey! Come on. Come on. I don't have a very strong whistle, but I can scream at you. Ah. Ooh, the diner. I love diners. It's just such a good feel, good atmosphere. What about you? Do you love diners, ma'am? How much hair, or sir? I don't know if you're a woman or a hippie. That's a woman. Or, oh, man, it's so hard to tell these days, you know? Hey, you got a beard? What you want to do about that? Was that Shrek 4 on VHS? Thank you for coming. I didn't know who else to tell. I've risked so much getting here. They're following me. I don't have much time. Please, take this. Some files and just one of many tapes they have. Get this stuff to the public. They need to know before it's too late. If I don't hear from you by the 11th, I'm going public with this. There's a radio station I know of, you know. Please go. And be careful. I bet you I can throw it over the mountains. They'll follow you too. Okie dokie. That is for Care Bear. Shadowy figures. I'm sure they're fine. They just happen to be peeking into the diner. They were just thinking, you want to go, buddy? I love diners. The atmosphere, the smells, the tastes, all great stuff. I bet you this is like $4 million a month in New York. This place right here. Looking at the documents. Well, that's an alien. I can tell you that right there. That's an alien. That is an alien with boob, and maybe even two of them. I'm not entirely sure. This Shrek 4 on VHS. I don't know how you accomplish that, but you know, fair play to you. Let's take a peek. What do you got for me? What happened in this here tape? The following tape is property of the United States government. Incident number 17, example of encounter type F. Copying or distribution of this tape is strictly prohibited. Classification of this contents is reserved for members with a designated clearance. The following took place August 19, 1999 at Glove Lake. Tape was discovered and handed to local authorities September 1st, 1997. Please contact your facility supervisor on conclusion of this tape, as outlined in section 4B, paragraph 8 of psychoanalysis and debrief. Yeah. I know that there was a copyright thing. I didn't realize Shrek 4 was such a protected entity in the world. But sure, I get it. Is there a sprint? There's no sprint. Good. That makes me feel happier. Makes me feel better about my life. It's nicer if you can't run, you know? If you can run, then it's kind of up to you to get out of there. But if something comes at you and you've got nowhere to go, I feel like it's easier to accept your fate. Man. What a beautiful little nature walk. There's definitely a fire if it looks this hazy and this orange. I'm probably gonna burn alive in here. But for right now, you know, it's just like a faint little delicious smell of campfire smoke. It's kind of really nice, you know? It's actually pretty pleasant. The screams of animals as they cry out in pain, as their coats incinerate and turn to carbon in the air. I mean, honestly, this is kind of paradise for me. Kind of heavenly, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And that's enough of that. You've been spoiled. You don't need that anymore. And now there's even oh, this is how that fire started, obviously. I'm just gonna contribute to the flames even more. Something zoomed past in the uppers. My face cam may have been blocking it for a little bit, but oh my gosh, I 100% started a forest fire, and now I've killed everything. Everyone that ever was in this woods. Lake. I'm looking for the Lake of Grove. I'm in Grove, and there's a lake here, the only lake in all of Grove, wherever Grove is. Very dry county, this... I don't know which... I think I was going this way. Birds are jerks. Birds suck. Birds are mean little babies. Little babies with little tiny bird faces and little tiny bird brains. Just really simple little creatures. Dumb, dim-witted. Look at this. This camp is bad. It looks like it was made by a bird. A little burb made that tent. The stupid burb tent. Hate burbs. Burbs and their fat little bodies, and they lay eggs and stuff. Which humans have. Humans come from eggs, but they don't lay eggs. You know what I mean? Who's chittering? And what are those darks? Are those artifacts in the film itself, or are those things in the world that I should be concerned about? So many questions. So many unanswered. And there they go again. What do you have for me next? Please turn to your supplied handbook at page 42. We will now receive I don't have a handbook, man. I stole this. I was given this totally legally. The first kind. CE1. Close encounter. That's what it is. Visual sightings of an unidentified flying object seemingly less than 500 feet away that show an appreciable angular extension and considerable detail. So, classic, I done seen a man fly over them hill there. I dropped acid and I saw things that wasn't of this world. You take that as fact as a true. Cool. So that's one. Second kind, a UFO event with physical effects such as interference, animal reactions, or physical trace like impressions on the ground, scorched or otherwise affected vegetation, or chemical trace. Gee, I wonder what happened to him. Kind of looks like he got hit with a baseball and it was just really fast pitch. It's like my cousin Greg, how fast he throws things. Cannon for an arm, that boy. Close encounters of a third kind. UFO encounters in which an animated Try again. UFO encounters in which an animated entity is present. These include humanoids, robots, and humans who seem to be occupants or pilots of a UFO. I done seen that big-headed boy. He go over the mountain there. I tell you what. I spiked my moose out with Molly, and I seen things. Boy, I seen things out there. I tell you what. Of a fourth kind, a close encounter of the fourth kind is when a UFO event in which a human is abducted by a UFO or its occupants and just gets railed. Probed all night long. The following is Close Encounter 2, which was... Oh, that was... You can see physical after effects, right? Because one is that you see the place. Two is that you see the remnants of it. Ghost orb. Ghost orb, it's a Rin. 2 ghost orbs. 3 ghost orbs. That's too many. There better not be another one because I can't count that high. Are they Illuminati? Were they making a triangle? Were they standing over Bermuda? I feel like that was closer to a first kind. You know what I mean? See, look at this. This is a far superior tent. This is a better camp than those burbs could ever make. Those stupid little burbs. Gross. Dumb little guys. Dumb little burbs. Where am I going and why? I'm not a natureman. I'm a bit of a city slicker myself. But I feel like getting up and going for... well, I was gonna say going for a jog in the dark of the woods is a bad idea, but now these very nice alien folks have granted me a nightlight. So, you know, I'm gonna head back to my tent and I'm just gonna go to sleep knowing I'm safe and sound under the watchful eyes of whoever these guys are. Still no sprint. Because it's just a normal thing that you see sometimes, you know? It's not a big deal. See, look at him. He's just partying. He's tripping. And Ascension. That's what happens if you smoke weed one time. Oh, he was holding the camera still. Then who's the second camera? Is my man double fisting cameras? Oh. Bro, you can't be shirtless on YouTube. That's too sexy. That's too hot. You know, that's way too hot. Bro, I'm like quarter chubbed right now because you're shirtless, dude. Like, what are you doing? You can't be nude on the tube, my dude. It's like, yeah, you're dead and impaled, but gosh, have some decency. Oh, you too? Oh, showing the feet for free? Come on, man. Where's your business acumen, honestly? I'm pretty sure I'm barefoot too. Based on the way that I'm splatting on these fleshy bridges. Is that... Bro, are you hung? My boy... Ooh, what is your face? My boy is hung. My boy is hung like a tree branch. Oh. And what are you? Pseudo Jesus wannabe? Just... Nice try. Nice try, plebiscite. You can't. You couldn't. And you didn't. You're trying to be hung, but you ain't. You're not hung from the abdomen, you silly boy. You You silly bimbo. Hans Zimmer? Is that you? Hans, I'm a big fan of your work. I love Madagascar. Ooh. Oh, see, now you're all nude again. And now I'm like, I've gone from a quarter to a half chub, and I can't work in these conditions. $75%. $70%? 90%. I am now fully chubbed. Add an archive section 4. Well, let me get at it then. Contact facility. You will be sending complete information upon completion. All this government red tape. Let me say something weird and just live with it. Remember your oath and those who came before you. I've forgotten both of these things. Please eject the tape now. I'm gonna eject it right into the hands of the public, because the people need to know. Ow. I think I just got Men in Black 3'd. Just flashed in the eyes. What are those giant claw tendrils poking around the building there? Is that building about to get grabbed and ripped from the ocean? By which I mean the land? I've done a lot of talking today. I'm allowed to have a few misspeaks. Well, that was good. Now my TV's blue screened. I didn't even know you could do that. Hold on, hold on. These Girl Scouts out there are always trying to sell you something. Yeah, that's the problem with America these days. We teach children from a young age to be door-to-door salesmen. And that's not good. You young ladies better have some Thin Mints or I'm gonna be upset with you. Y'all got macadamia. Oh, macadamia nut. Do you nut in macadamia? Pretty sure. Well, you guys are. On September 11, 1997, Dr. Art Bell received a frantic call from a man claiming to have worked in Area 51.
Online, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that The few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
Is that a real... That sounds like a real thing on a radio show. Hold on, let me do a quick little goggle here. I don't know, that's weird. That's interesting, but great game. I don't think I ever played it before, and none of what I did see before I remembered, so that worked out really nicely. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, check out this game in the description below, support your local game dev today, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out to help me make people happy every day. But regardless, I love you guys, and hope you have a wonderful day.